Hey guys, what is up? I got a nice little video here for you of how to control the skies. Now this is super important because Battlefield is one of the few games that actually lets you drive the vehicles in multiplayer. Now I'll name a few other games that can do that because Call of Duty series is not even close to that. So, well, I take that back. You can kind of do it as a kill streak, but it's definitely not the same at all, I don't think. So, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that first little clip. Yeah, that's basically how you can do it if you're on the ground, I think. It was a nice little double kill. That was my, I think it's like the S8 or SA-18 Igla or something like that. And that is basically just the Russian version of a Stinger missile. So, if you're on the ground and you're waiting on your Viper or your Venom or whatever, just make sure you whip that sucker out and aim for the skies, because there's bound to be a jet or just something out there that is just asking to get rape-faced. So, yeah, anyway. Now, in these clips right here, I am not the driver. That is Matrix. Here's his channel. I am the gunner. I'm not terrible, I would say, but I'm not the best whatsoever at driving. I like to spot, flare, and be the gunner. I mean, mainly because it's easy, it's still fun, and spotting I think actually helps, because when he's driving and he has all those modules and stuff on his screen, he can't exactly see everything, whereas I have the free option to go first person, and I can have my 3 windows and I can see pretty decently actually. And when I'm in my first person, like the human form, I'll look around in the sky, left, right, up, and stuff. And if I see something, I'll click back to the gunner view and press the back button on the jet or the Viper or the Venom or the tank. You can spot tanks too, and that's another thing we'll get into here in a second. So that helps him out quite a bit, because I'm like, oh yeah, like if we're inside of an engagement with a jet or something, and let's say he fires off his heat seekers at the jet, and he already knows 100% that the jet's gonna die or blow up, I'll be like, okay, yeah, let's go to this Venom over here. He's like, alright, where's it at? And all I do is I spot it, and I'll just give a general reference point, like top right, and that means he needs to elevate himself up with the right trigger. I don't know what it is for PC, but elevate himself, and then he's just gonna look to the right, because on the gunner view, if you look down there at the bottom of the screen, you can see it has the like the rectangle with that square inside of it, and that's where my minigun or whatever is on the Viper compared to my range itself. So I can look anywhere from the left to the right and stuff like that. And actually it helps out a lot. So I do that all the time. Whenever we're not fighting, I'm always in first person and or looking at the ground for like tanks and LAVs and stuff like that. Mainly this is what we do for Conquest and Rush maps. It's still very helpful. I mean, obviously, duh, you control the skies, you control pretty much everything. But in Conquest it's a lot more fun because there's always jets constantly flying through the air. The filter that we used was only for maps that had the Viper, because that's our thing. We use the Viper all the time, and that's how we get shit done. So, I mean, basically you just spot, shoot, strafing. I probably should have put some clips in here of me driving itself, but mainly if you hear that lock-on thing, it'll show up in bright red on the monitor of the HUD, and it'll just say lock, blinking, and then when it turns solid, you'll hear a high-pitched beeping noise, and that's when you deploy your flares. And I turned the volume down so you can hear my voice over the gameplay audio, but you'll hear that beeping noise, and that's when you deploy your flares. And basically, hopefully, you're gonna pray to God that that Stinger or Heat Seeker doesn't hit you in the ass. And that's basically all there is to it. Strafe left and right, away from the enemy. Because the Heat Seekers and the driver, they can shoot all the way across a map. If you want an example, we can shoot all the way across Gulf of Oman from the beachhead to the enemy spawn from their airstrip. And I think I had a few clips of that a while ago actually, but so like I said before, if you control the skies, you control everything. Because if you're in the middle of a jet, if you're in a jet flying over the middle of the map and you see some tanks, you can, what are they going to do? Shoot you with an Abrams? I mean, of course they can, but it's not going to be the most effective way to take you out. Now, the only downside to that is tanks can equip themselves with guided shell, and that's basically like heat seekers on a jet or the Viper, where it'll just lock on to a jet or a Viper or an enemy Venom, and they'll just shoot your ass out of the sky. And that, I mean, that never happened here. I haven't had that happen to me in a long time, but it can happen and it will happen. So you just gotta watch yourself. I don't think LAVs can do that. I'm not too sure. Hell, I haven't even been in one, I don't think. I mean, of course I've been in it, but I haven't learned the details about it. So, in conclusion, basically strafe left and right, spot shit out for the driver, and do your job. If you focus on your job and not try and tell the driver or the gunner what to do, just do your sole job, you'll be good to go every single time. I mean, that's like that in almost every way of life, I think, too. So, I mean, it's not too hard, I don't think. But a tank isn't actually going to shoot you out of the sky, I don't think. Not very easily, at least, especially from halfway across the map where we can shoot them with our heat seekers. I mean, there's just no way possible. So I hope this video could make you guys a better complete player. That's always my plan. And hopefully you learned something and you apply it to how you guys play your game and stuff. And yeah, we kind of if you spawn trap the enemy, by the way, great great thing to do. If they can't get anything in the sky, then they're screwed for life. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm making a smoke screen video next, by the way, so please keep up.